What is up guys, JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2014 career mode. We are in Q3 in Singapore and as you can see it's absolutely chucking it down. We are coming back off the back of two fantastic races and I recommend you check out Spa and Monza. Fantastic races, fantastic results. And we're trying to continue the hot streak in Singapore. It's chucking it down. This has just happened in Q3 and I'm really struggling for pace. As you can see, Alonso's put in a 2-minute 1 lap. And I'm 3 seconds off the pace, but if you look at the leaderboard, it is pretty insane. I mean, the top 5 have put in respectable laps, and then there's me 3 seconds off the pace in 6th place. I don't know what Ricciardo Hamilton are doing. I'm going to presume the rain got heavier and they couldn't put faster laps in, but 6th place are ahead of Ricciardo and Hamilton, so let's see what we can do. It's nice and dry, just how we like to see it. The lights are coming on. And away we go! We've got a pretty decent getaway compared to Hulkenberg. Bottas looks like he was going for the lead there, but he got blocked out. We're going to go down the middle, past Hulkenberg. Bottas is stuck on the inside. We're side by side with Jensen Button, who's had a decent start in qualifying session, but we're up the inside of him. I think we've got 3rd here, yes we do. And now we're just behind Rosberg and Alonso, who took a fantastic pole position. Trying to close in on the DRS straight, obviously that hasn't been enabled yet. But if we look behind, the gap to Button is already a couple of seconds. There must have been a bit of contact coming onto this DRS straight, but it looks like the top 3 are just bolting away. And that's really what I expect to happen. I mean, the McLaren isn't the quickest car, so I expect Button to hold up the cars behind. And if you look at the mini-map, he definitely does. The gap to him must be about 5 seconds. But we've actually maintained our pace. We're doing very well on these tyres. We've just got DRS. Alonso is definitely holding Rosberg up, I must say. I think I've got similar pace to Alonso, but Rosberg is definitely quicker than both of us. But I currently am in the DRS zone, and that's keeping me close to the front 2, which is very important for this race. Hamilton is somewhere in the pack, I'm not too sure right now. But yeah, with DRS, I'm maintaining a decent pace, keeping it up with the first 2. So hopefully the tyre wear isn't too bad, but it really was. You can't even see Rosberg anymore. I've dropped off that much. I'm I think about 4 seconds behind. So I was scheduled to pit on lap 9, but I do come into lap 8 earlier on lap 8. But we've got on the curb and damaged our front wing. That is not what we needed. We lost time going into the pits. Hopefully the team will change the front wing. I'm not too sure if they will coming into the pits. Yes, they do actually. So that's very good. Yeah, running around with a load of damage isn't any good. So yeah, going on to the prime tyres now. Tyre wear is really high around Singapore. So I'll put the primes on to see what tyres I can go on in the final stint. And we've come out just ahead of Gutierrez. That's important. Don't want to lose any time behind the slower cars who haven't pitted yet. That's Kvyat ahead. We do close up to the back of him. Just behind Massa as well. So hopefully we can get the overtake done soon. I think we're probably too far back here, but Kvyat hit Massa. I've touched Kvyat, but we've flown up the inside. That was really lucky. Massa broke so early, Kvyat hit him, and I tapped Kvyat as well, but Massa broke so early. I'm not sure if he's got a problem there. It's not like he was on the inside. But looking at the standings at the moment, we are in 3rd place on the primes. Myself, Ricciardo, and Alonso on them. Hamilton pitted very early. I'm not sure if he went for the undercut there, but you can see Massa's down in 16th, so you can definitely presume that he's got a brake issue or something like that. But later on into the stint, we've been on these tyres for about 6 laps. We had decent pace, I must admit. We lost. We were nowhere near Rosberg, to be fair. We were keeping a similar pace, but all our time lost in the pit stop was very hurtful. But Hamilton on the option tyres was just flying behind me, putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. But I'm a little confused now. Hamilton is going into the pits for his 2nd pit stop. There is no way he can go on the prime tyres for 16 laps. There is no freaking way. So he must be going for a 3 stop for some reason. But here we go with the back markers. They are just so helpful around a track like Singapore. Ericsson parking it on the apex as we go into the stand. Just perfect back marker driving there from the Swede. But we are catching up to a few more back markers. We're weaving past the 2 Marussias. And that car ahead is actually Felipe Massa. And he does seem to be braking very early. So I think it pretty much confirms that he's got a braking issue. He does obviously try and let us past as easy as possible. And I didn't expect him to break that early for the corner. I was so close to making contact. You can just see it there. Nearly tyre to tyre. That could have been a catastrophic crash and could have really destroyed our race. So now we're up to P2. Rosberg has pitted to go onto the prime tyres in his final stint. Me and Alonso are both on the same strategy. At that point I was doing okay, but the final 2 laps on these prime tyres were horrific. You can just see I'm sliding all over the place. But I had to do it to go onto the option tyres. I mean, if I went on the primes once again, then I wouldn't have had the pace to get into the top 2. I know it's a bit of an optimistic shout, but I really wanted to go for it. So coming on into the pits to get the option tyres. Is it going to be a decent stop? It is once again, 3.7. So we're down to 5th. We'll have to see who's got out ahead of us. Hamilton has, but I'm pretty sure he's got to pit again. And I'm pretty sure he'll be going on to the option tyres. Who are we coming out ahead of? It's a Caterham, so no time lost there. That was important. Just setting the fastest lap of the race as another back marker comes out the pits. We've got some great pace at the moment. Rosberg is currently leading from Hamilton, Alonso 3rd. The gap to Alonso is quite big though. I'm not sure if we'll be able to catch up to him. Will be interesting to see. Lap 25 we're going on to, and Hamilton has pitted for the final time. I can't honestly see him catching up to us, so I think 3rd place is pretty safe. Ricciardo is about 8 seconds behind. We're 8 seconds behind Alonso, but look at that leaderboard, look at it right there. Alonso has passed Rosberg, and that is very important for the championship. At the moment, Rosberg's only getting 3 points on us, but then back markers, thank you Grosjean and Massa, held up Rosberg so much. Rosberg lost about 6 seconds there, and I can't believe that happened. That is unbelievable, that the back markers have cost Rosberg that much, and I'm only a second behind. Coming into the DRS zone, he is on the prime tyres, I'm on the options. My options are starting to go off, but we have DRS. That is going to be key. Can we, unbelievably, get 2nd position? I did not expect that at all, but no, we're too far back. We're going purple, but we just didn't have enough to chuck it up the inside of Rosberg. But it looks like Rosberg is really struggling. But he's on the more durable tyres, so I'm really surprised that this is going on. We've got a gap of 8 seconds to Ricciardo, so no threat from behind. So we need to try and get as close to Rosberg as possible and hopefully just throw it up the inside or something. We've got a much better run out of the chicane. We're thinking about a banzai move into the hairpin. It's a really late move, but he's left us room and we've taken 2nd. Can we get the traction down? The power? Yes, we have. We're side by side. Yes, it's very exciting for 2nd place, and yes, we've got 2nd place. Unbelievable. I can't believe that's just happened. And we're now on the final lap, and yeah, the tyres have gone, and Rosberg is back on our tail. He is in the pound seats right now. He should take 2nd, you'd think, but if I can keep the car in the middle of the track, I will maintain 2nd. But no, Rosberg's on the attack. Can he throw it up the inside? Probably not, but he hangs it there. This is still going to be a battle to the end. This is very epic driving right here. Struggling so much. The car is sliding at every opportunity, touching the curb. The back end just steps out. This could be an opportunity for Rosberg if I get poor traction, which I do. Is he going to be close enough? I need to use Rich Mix to defend here. Braking slightly earlier, obviously, with worn tyres. Touching the curb. There's a damaged front wing there I just saw up against the wall. Could that be Alonso? Because that would make things very interesting in the final sector. I'm going to presume not, because the gap hasn't gone down. There's a slow car ahead. I think that was a Marussia, so it looks like Alonso's going to win this race. And there he goes. Yes, there's a very slow car ahead, and it is a back marker. But this is the final lap, so why the hell is he about to pit? What's the point? But Rosberg's on our tail. Can we hold him off into the final corners? The sweepers coming to the line. What a race that was. Fantastic performance. And I can't believe, honestly cannot believe that we got 2nd place there. It seemed like we were just in the mid, like in the pack, well not really in the pack, but we were on our own for most of that race in 3rd place. But what a race that was. Hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed racing there. And please leave a like if you enjoyed that, and subscribe if you haven't already for the rest of the season. It's going to be fantastic, and this drivers battle for the title is really hotting up. So Alonso took the victory, and that's a big surprise in my opinion. I took 2nd, Rosberg 3rd, Ricciardo, my teammate, 4th, and look at that recovery from Hamilton up into 5th. He did have to make an extra pit stop, but looking at the time, I think we still would have beaten him. So that was incredible. What a race. And there's Felipe finishing in last. But surprisingly, everyone finished the race. I'm very surprised by that. So Rosberg has taken the lead in the driver's standing. 6 points ahead of Hamilton. And there we go. I'm 31 points behind Rosberg. Looks like a tricky task, but I think double points is really going to affect this. Abu Dhabi is probably one of my strongest tracks. So I think a win there could really help us out. The next track is we are going to Japan for Suzuka. It's not one of my better tracks, so if I got a podium, I'd be amazed. So that's something to look forward to. Here's the constructors' standings, and yeah, I think pretty much we're guaranteed second place. So here are the celebrations in Parc Ferme. What a race that was. Hope you enjoyed it. Look out for the next video. That will be Suzuka. And I'll catch you then. Goodbye.